Now that you're using the program Microsoft Paint, which can be accessed from the Start menu as an accessory, it's usually included with Microsoft Office XP, not included in Windows 7. First thing you want to do when you go to the File menu and save your work. So you go to File, Save As, and then you should have in your My Documents folder a Graphics folder where you're going to save all your work. So what you'll want to do is specify the folder, and then turn around, and we're going to call this file here Paint Tools, and then we'll save it. And we can see the file name up here. First thing you want to do is you want to get familiar with all of the tools in the menu here. This is if I wanted to select a particular part of a screen like this. This is if I want to turn around and grab a particular square area and copy it. I've also got here an eraser, so I can erase particular parts of a screen. I can use a fill bucket to fill something with color. I can pick a color from an image. I can zoom into an image. I can draw a pencil line. I can make a brush stroke. Every time you select a tool, you'll notice that sometimes there's different settings that are available to you. So here, if you take a look here, you'll notice the size of the tool is available, and also the color that you can work with here is available as well. If I use the bucket for spraying here, you'll notice the size of the spray pattern. Again, I can turn around and kind of spray stuff in. If I want to put some text in, I can specify the size of the text, and then I could type something in. And then if I don't like the font size, then I can always take a look at some of the tools up here and see if I can find the text toolbar, and then I can basically maybe change the file here to 30, and then it's smaller, and change the font and so on. So I'm just going to turn around and grab all this stuff here and delete it. And then continue on here, you can draw straight lines, you can choose different line styles, and again choosing the color that you want to work with. And again, if you don't like what you're doing, just go to the Edit and Undo. And going over to this tool, this is the Curve tool. So if I draw a line, then I can turn around and I can bend the line sort of any way I want. This is to turn around, and if I want to create a rectangle, this would be a rectangle like this. Would be obviously just a rectangle, no outline. So if I turn around, I go like this, I've got a green box. If I turn around and I click like this, you'll notice that here I've got a box which has green outlines and a white fill, whereas here I'll have basically a green outline and no fill, so you can see through it. So depending on what color you've chosen, that's what you're going to get up there. So again, if instead of going in Edit Undo, I'm just going to turn around and select the area of the screen and delete. So keeping in mind here, if I have a file that I want to open and play with, I can bring it in, I can edit it. So you guys are going to get familiar with some of these tools here. So again, if I have an object that I have on screen and I've put it here, great. If I want to fill it in with a different color, I could just turn around and dump it in, kind of thing. The eraser, I could turn around and I could erase a particular area of the screen, and then if I want to zoom in and see a little bit more in detail what I'm doing, this gives you a good idea of basically how to do it. So that's what you want to do. You'll want to open up the mouse tutorial files, and you're going to create a series of 4 separate files to work with. And to give you an idea of what you're going to create, I'm just going to go in and find the particular folder that I have with that. So mine's on a removable disk, and I've got it here, and I'm just going to go to Paint and take a look at the mouse. And here I'm not going to save my changes, and here's a particular mouse that I'm going to work with. And again, if you zoom in, you can see the pixelation that's happening within the mouse. Alright,